We've heard from customers that there's a lot of value into measuring injection gas in the gas lift application. So when a customer drills an oil well, at first it produces under its own pressure, but inevitably every oil well will run out of pressure and it has to be enhanced. And that's using a process called artificial lift, where they help these mature oil wells produce. One way to do artificial lift is something called gas lift. And what they do there is they inject gas into the well to help push this oil out to increase their recovery. And as it is today, operators will tell you that they're operating blind. They do not know how much gas they're injecting into a well, so they're unable to optimize their gas lift. So first of all, the gas that they inject in there costs money. And then to pump the gas in there are compression costs that go along with it. And then to optimize, if you're not pumping enough gas in, of course you're not getting out as much oil as you'd like. On the other hand, if you pump too much gas in, you will actually decrease the oil production. So without having a flow measurement, these guys are flying blind, and there is a real value to being able to measure flow accurately on this injection gas on gas lift.
This training is very needed because this is a new application for us here. We are training technicians that would potentially go out in the field, work with this equipment that they probably have not worked with in the past. So they're getting good hands-on training. We've had the theory already. So these guys are actually taking true application, applying our meter to that, and they should gain some tremendous information specifically to get a good understanding of how the meter works from a book sense. But it is a totally different, you may say, learning experience to actually put it in the field and program it and gain that actual operation knowledge, hands-on type of training.
It'll help weather because we got some locations that they don't have a meter on their well to know, they don't know how much gas they're putting in. They say, well, the company says that at 1,800 RPMs we should be putting in 300,000 MCF. They may have a leaking valve on their compressor or something, and they're putting in half that amount and they don't know it. And this will give us a tool to find out exactly what they got going into the well.
I'm with a company named Apsness. We have a technology called Well Tracer, which relies heavily on the injection rates being accurate. So this technology will allow us to get better measurements to use in our analysis of results. Plus, I see this as a big turning point in the oil industry, being able to get more accurate measurements for well sites, checking meters already installed on wells, and for basic gas lift troubleshooting and analysis.
As a salesperson, it's very valuable for me in such a way that I'm able to really go through the steps that the actual customer would have to go through. So I'm able to see and visualize the various steps that it takes, not only from a classroom standpoint, but also seeing what they have to do to make the meter work out in the field. So if I can gain that kind of knowledge, then I will be able to have the confidence to go back and promote this to my customer base.
Well, this training's valuable because it'll help us go out there and do a better job to tell the customer what he is or is not doing for the well that we need for him to be doing for the well. So far, the material handed to us has been good. It's very straightforward and easy to understand, and there's no shortcuts taken.
Yes, I would like to attend more training by GE, especially on applications of this ultrasonic flow meter technology on gas lift injection.
In M&C, we have traditionally focused on the downstream market. We've been very comfortable calling on refineries and petrochem plants, and we understand their issues, we understand their vocabulary. And what we've tried to do is to grow beyond just downstream. So we're trying to move into adjacent markets like midstream and upstream, but these are new markets to us. So instead of calling on a plant, we may be going out to a pipeline, or in the case of upstream, like this with gas lift, we're going out to very remote locations, and our customers are very mobile. So in a refinery, a customer comes in at 7:30 in the morning and leaves at 3:30. These guys in upstream work all sorts of crazy hours, and they're going all over the place. So we need to gear our training to their applications, to their issues, and to their circumstances. We need to understand their language. And that's what we're trying to do with this training, is to tailor our clamp-on gas meter training to this particular application, to gas lift and to the upstream market.